Alright. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna go through this really quickly because I yapped for 20 fucking minutes and I did not like it. Alright. So, we're gonna make a team. Alright. First thing, obviously, we're gonna choose our leader, and this person's gonna get all the buffs from the rest of the team. Alright. Because he's in the leader slot. And I'm like 50% positive he's gonna give his buffs to the rest of the team. So, even if he doesn't make sense with the team, it doesn't fucking matter because it works. Alright. So, team we're gonna be making, we can base it off of the leader. Yeah, I can't click on details. It could take me a little bit. God Key, Sun Family, and sagas from the movies. So, yeah. As you saw in the beginning, I already had them set up, but I really wanted to make that little thing really quickly, just so I can show you how I did it. Teams matter. Team synergy matters. You need a good team. Stick to the meta. As a good player, stick to the meta. If you want to have fun in this game, don't try to have fun. Unless you're me, because I'm a goat. So, yeah. We're going to be using Fusion Gogeta because he's fun as shit. He does a lot of damage. He doesn't tank well. That is my goat. And then we're going to use... we're going to use Fusing Gogeta. The actual Fusing Gogeta, because they fuse into Gogeta. That one's just Gogeta. Okay. That's our three main units. They all have synergy. They all are anti-God Key. They're all sagas from the movies. They're all the same person. They're pretty much the same person, right? Pretty much like perfect synergy. Perfect. Watch. You know what, close enough. But yeah. Okay. Now we need our bench units. I can use Zenkais. You might not have Zenkais. Look around in the sagas or the movies categories. But get your Zenkais. We're going to be using Vegito because he's Fusion Warriors and he buffs Sans. And he buffs, he Zenkais Purple and Sans. And those two are Purple and Sans. And then we're going to use this Bardock because the other Bardock, I don't have a high Zenkai like this guy. It's only Zenkai 4 actually. It's Loki Buns. And he buffs these two characters. And then, yeah. Okay, and then the last person we're going to use is Gotenks. And although Gotenks only buffs this guy, and this guy, and this guy, the unimportant bench unit, because he is in leader slot, he gets Gotenks' buffs anyways. And he doesn't get the buffs from Gotenks, but he's fucking irrelevant. Right? He's a bench unit. He's only meant to buff the main team. Alright, there's our team. Now, we need equipments. Very simple. Just click recommended, and it'll give you recommended equipments. Except don't use this one because this guy's a melee, and that's a blast equipment. Actually, let's hold off on equipments real quick. We obviously got to understand our characters before we can use equipments on them, right? Because if they're a melee type and you're using blast, I'll kill you. So, anyways, yeah. Here's his kit. All this right here, this right here, you can click on it and you can read, hopefully. But just in case you don't know how to read, let's use Gogeta, alright? Alright. Ultimate arts. They have an ultimate an arts off their main ability. Alex, you know this, but for people who might not, there's strike cards, blast cards, blue cards, green cards, and ultimate cards. Blue cards are your super attack. Ultimate cards, they're also blue, but they're really cool. Yeah. And they're ultimate attacks, pretty much. Well, duh, they're fucking ultimate. That's what they're called. But they're really strong. Your blue cards, they're less strong, but they're stronger. But they're strong, right? And then yeah, strike cover change, a special cover change, and that little strike in parentheses. That's the thing. Okay, so a special cover change is okay. Actually, let me slow down. A cover change is when you're getting comboed and you switch out to a different unit. And so, let's say a character's about to die and you switch out, then that other character is taking the damage instead of the character that was originally in. Special cover changes can stop combos completely. This guy, for example, he only stops strike cards. Very useful. Special cover change nullification stops special cover changes. Very useful. Unfavorable element factor nullification you go type neutral. There's type advantage, type disadvantage, and type neutral. If you're in type disadvantage and you use an ability that gives you type neutral, that means you'll do damage or you won't take as much damage. So let's say I'm in type disadvantage against this one guy and he's about to combo the shit out of me. Oh shit, type neutral. Now he's not gonna murder me until that type neutral goes away, and then that unit's dead. No switching. It means they can't switch, can't do cover changes, and no special cover changes. Counters, it's a fucking counter. Fast draw, more combos. Attack up, and then into what it is, like powerful opponent, hybrid sounds. It means they do more damage against that specific tag. Strike back. If this unit gets hit, he's gonna hit harder. Gas. Assault. If this unit hits, he's gonna hit harder. And the rising power is if this unit exists, he hits harder. Alright, so he has a lot of I'm gonna fuck you up abilities pretty much. Stats. We'll talk about stats when we get into equipment. This is just extra details about strike and arts cards. It's not really that important, but a lot of characters do have like more in-depth things that your arts tab will not tell you about strike. Yeah, it just goes into a little bit more detail. And then there's your tags, so you can effectively make a team, right? Your strike art, strike impact. I don't know what strike cut is, alright, or I mean strike or the impact cut stuff like that. I don't know what that means. Don't ask me. I'll research it later. It's like fuck no. Right. Blast, anti-armor. You're gonna do more damage to people with blast armor. Blast armor is whenever a character can go through blast cards, because normally they can't without blast armor, and so that just does 100% more damage to that. So that's gas. Start a shooter. Here's your blue card. Deals massive impact damage. That's a lot of fucking damage, right? Restores your vanishing gauge when you swipe or you vanish an attack. It just gives up. It gives back 50%. Only activates twice. 30% damage inflicted. Take your fucking guess. That minus 50 to health restoration. It just means they're not going to heal as much, or they don't heal as often. Like Ultra Perfect Cell heals constantly. So if you were hitting with that, I think he would get like not as much healing, but I think he'd still heal. Oh, enhanced. I think it's only this character has that, or at least the way that he. I actually don't know, but he's the only one that I've seen with it that I've actually read, because I don't read everybody. I just play and pray. All right. God counter. It's his counter. Yay, that thing we mentioned in the beginning on his status. Reduces damage by 20%. If your counter does, if you don't hit your counter and you use this and he uses like a blast card and he counter strikes, you're just not gonna take as much damage. All right. Reduces impact damage. That's impact damage. You saw here his strike is impact. So if someone was also impact, you wouldn't take as much impact damage. So people who use just fist are gonna do impact damage, I'm pretty sure, and people with weapons or like key size are gonna do sustain or cut damage. Yeah. Okay. That's your counter. Melee tap attack or type actions is like when you tap the screen and you do something, or like one key blast, you tackle, or you tap the screen and you do your little taps. And then strike attacks or strike arts is a strike arts card. If they use that, they get countered while in fighting pose. If you use the green card in the time that it takes for them to reach you, you're gonna get it off. Draw a strike card next. You're gonna draw a fucking strike card. Who would have guessed? Restore own key by 50. Take your guess. 50% of damage inflicted. It's pretty self-explanatory. You get one Dragon Ball. You'll seal special arts for 5 timer counts. You'll cancel enemy upgrades, right? Characters can buff themselves and they'll get buffs from allies. If you cancel that with this, you cancel it. I don't know what else to say. Combo arts is what this counter can combo into. Very useful. This is the ultimate. Supreme damage. It's more damage. Yeah, that's everything that I've told you so far. Nullifies enemies, restore health when it reaches 0. There are characters in the game that have this thing called endurance. When they hit 0 HP, they instantly restore like what, 30-50%, or they revive. It doesn't work on revives, but if a character does have endurance, this will cancel that unless they have an ability that allows them to cancel endurance nullification, which like surprising amount of units have for some fucking reason, but whatever. Alright. If ultimate card is enhanced, we will talk about that when we get to the abilities. This is only for story mode. Only for story mode. This shit does not matter unless you're using story mode or you're doing like an event. Then upgrade that. I'm far stronger than that. Main ability. This had that little shiny button that you want to click all the time, but don't do that. Draw ultimate card decks. That's how you get your first ultimate meteor explosion thing. Restores health by 30. Restores health by 30%. Applies attribute upgrade minus 100% to enemies. Yeah. Cut effects. That's characters who use like little swords and stuff, I think. Cancels attribute downgrades in abnormal conditions like paralysis and bad stuff like poison that just gets gone. Nullifies own. It just means that it can't happen to them for like 30 times, or to Gogeta for 30 time accounts. The requirement, that's how much time it takes for this to come to you, you know, so you can use it. Z ability, you know this, Alex, but some other people might not. It tells you what tags they buff. Zenkai ability, if your character is Zenkai'd, they will buff this specific Zenkais. Ultimate fusion. Now, this is where the important stuff happens. All that other stuff was important, but this is where the basis of how the character plays is gonna lie. This is not as important. Every character has some form of this on their kit. You know, 130% of damage inflicted is actually on the lower end, but this guy does so much fucking damage that it's very, very amazing that he has that. Because if he didn't, if it was like 170, like a lot of characters have, he would just butt fucked everything. Storage. Okay, I've already told you all about that. You got endurance nullification again when he enters the battlefield. Amazing to know. When two battle members or allies, when two of those guys, your allies, are defeated, you know, characters on your team, he'll draw one meteor explosion. So that's actually the second one that he can draw besides his own main ability. And then he nullifies enemies destroy card effects, which is basically remember that combo breaker? No, I actually haven't talked about combo breaker yet. That was a different one. Combo breakers are things that some characters do in this game. So let's say, for example, Gogeta actually has a combo breaker. As you can see, it's actually right under here. When he gets below 50% HP after being hit, he'll restore 30% HP. He'll enhance. That's where the enhance thing comes from. Shorten allies substitution count by 5. It starts off at 10 and it'll just go down to like 5 because it's shortens by 5. Restores all of your enemy card and reduces enemy key by 100. That is the combo breaker. If this is popped, or if this is active and I don't know, a fellow Gogeta has this, that shit just doesn't work. Alright, he doesn't get his card popped. And if you had the main ability like active, then it just wouldn't work at all, right? Because it nullifies those type of effects. So gaseous. I actually don't know about enemy key if it will work, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't because I think it's technically a downgrade. Alright, next thing, the cover change. It tells you, oh look, see, that's the damage inflicted, that's the attack thing I was talking about. Yada, a lot of that stuff you can read. -5 to own special arts cost means that if it costs 50 to use your blue card, it's gonna cost 45. Boom. Reduces enemy Dragon Ball. It takes away a Dragon Ball. You don't get it, it just takes away. Knocks enemies back to long range if a cover change is performed. That is only his special cover changed. And if it is performed, it's combo. Remember that thing I was talking about? Combo arts. Only with his blue card. This is the Zenkai abilities, right? Base, LF characters and sparkling characters will only have 2 unique abilities, but on Zenkais, they'll get 2 more. Gogeta's blue light, when cover changing, all that happens, he gets a blue card. He'll nullify, he'll go type neutral, boom, he'll seal blast enemy cards for 5 timer counts, awesome. Inflicts enemies with attribute downgrade. That means they won't be able to combo as fast. So there's this thing called card draw speed, and that's how fast cards will come into your hand, so you can use it and continue combos. That just makes it slower. Inflicts all that strike. That just means they won't hit as hard. Reduces enemy key by 5 every time he gets hit. inflicts all enemies with +5 to blast arts cost for 10 timer counts. That could be useful if they're like a blast character and they get a bunch of blast cards. Then it's easier to take down their key and stop combos, just in case your combo breaker doesn't stop it. Restores own key by 15 face with an enemy. Every time an enemy like goes onto the field, let's say you're comboing somebody and they go on, you're gonna get 15% key, or not 15%, you're gonna get 15 key. You're gonna get 15% that die. Yeah, okay, I told you all that. Increases arch draw speed, faster, longer combos, reduces enemy key by 15, reduces enemy key by 15. And then for every 3 timer counts while he's on the field, he'll restore key HP by 3%, key by 15, and 20% damage inflicted for 10 timer counts. Boom! Very simple. Now you understand how to read kits, and for the most part, I hope you understood what the hell I was saying. It wasn't really that difficult. I try to put it in as simple terms as I can, and I can explain a lot of stuff to you, or you could just read. But yeah, soul boosting, very important. It doesn't matter, but we're talking about PvP. Alright, you got the team, you got the kit. Now, the equipments. Read the equipments. You got to read the equipments, and you got to understand stuff. So, first thing we got to understand is what the fuck the equipment does. This guy right here, he has a plat equipment. It's this thing right here. The reason I actually built the team with God Key in mind, or with 3 God Key units, is every time there is 3 God Key battle members, he gets more buffs. So it's very important to have that. And it's not necessary for this guy because he's relatively strong without it, but it's just better with God Key. Also, I actually don't remember what I was going to say, so let me not say that. Oh, actually, I do remember. There is this thing called base and peer equipment, right? Base equipments add on to your stats. Remember that thing I said I was going to talk about earlier? Right. What the fuck? Oh, yeah. Your stats. Yes, very cool. So let's say something gave me 20% more to strike attack. No. To base strike attack, I'm going to have in this stat thing 20% more than 200,000, 60, 30. Yeah, that fucking, I'm sorry, I struggle at pronouncing numbers, but you get the point. I'm going to have 20% more of that, right? That's base equipment. Plat equipments give base and peer sometimes. This is a great example of base equipment. I get a bunch of base attack and strike defense. This also has a peer attack thing, right? This is your peer equipment and an example of a base equipment at the same time. Peer means, like, let's say how base equipment gives 20% to your base stats, peer is going to give 20% to your strike damage. So let's say I do 200k, I'm going to do 20% more than that, right? So a good way to build your characters is if they're high stars and they have high base stats, you're going to do 2 peer equipments, right? Because they're going to do more damage because they already have a bunch of base attack, right? They already have a good, nice base stats. So you're just adding on to that with peer equipments. You're just making them way fucking stronger. But if they aren't and they have low stars, you're going to add base equipments or just 2 bases and 1 peer, because peer equipments are great. They're amazing in this game, right? But if you don't have any base stats for that peer equipments to add on to, like high base stats, then it's not going to fucking matter, right? They're not going to be very effective, right? You need base stats to have good peer, right? If they're low, all right? If they have high stars, do whatever you want. Don't put 3 peer though. Like, do like 2 peer, like 1 base. Yeah, I hope I explained that well. For Gogeta, we're gonna have this because it gives strike and ultimate damage, and special move damage, and health restoration. Remember how he restores 3% HP for like every couple of timer counts? He'll do more HP now. He'll get more HP, and it's fucking gaseous, right? There's that one. That one's just really good. And then we're gonna add that to add on to his base. Okay. There is no peer equipment that I have for this guy at the moment, but that's all right because he's amazing. This is an example of a peer equipment. Shut up. Get the fuck out of my way. This is, yeah. It's very good. And then here's the example of me putting 2 base equipments on. And then boom. That was our main team. Now for the bench units, it actually doesn't fucking matter. Just make them look cool. And that's how you do that. Boom. Then boom, boom. And then yeah, there you go. There's your team. Now, let's get into PvP. Really fast and I accidentally stopped my recording, but let's get into PvP. Now, that is the team I made. I'm not gonna use that team because I'm picky. I'm gonna use this team. This is the original team that I'm gonna be using for PvP. Now I'm gonna demonstrate to you how to play. Hopefully, we get an alright player because I don't feel like sweating in my demonstration. Okay. Let me assess. So, he obliterates Gogeta and then also, or fusing Gogeta and then Gogeta. Fuck. See, even bad players can. Really? Yes. Really, you brought 2 red characters, and it's not even. He doesn't even have Zenkai. I'm not sure if you brought the plat. Okay, bad characters, or yeah, bad players can use really good looks. That was a attempted feint. He doesn't have blast armor, so I can just do that. See, he even tried to switch. We'll go with this, and then I'm actually gonna drop right here just to demonstrate a drop. See, he switched into that character. See, oh, actually, I haven't talked about drops, but yeah, drops is another way to stop. What is it called? Special cover changes, or just like, well, not cover changes. I fucking told him. There's another way to stop special cover changes. Watch. He uses a melee. And then Gogeta gets fucking obliterated. Oh my god, thank you. Alright, we're gonna use this combo stopping mechanic that I brought up because I read the kit. Awesome. He still has vanish, but I'm just gonna go for it. Let's go. And then we go like that, and then we go like that, and then he does something, switches out. Good boy. Oh fuck. But watch. Yeah, awesome. Another special cover change. It's actually kind of really hard to talk about. What is it called? Oh, I didn't have I couldn't get a green card. Oh, there he is. Oh fuck. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not. Don't do that. Don't use a blue card and then or don't sideswipe and use a blue card. Very bad. I'm playing passively right now. Tap. Nope. Okay. Maybe this is a bad idea. I should probably talk first. Or no. Make some gameplay and then talk. That's probably the best way to do this. See, yeah. I just had to keep tapping the screen. I go type neutral here, so I can just pop this. Please don't have. Oh fuck. Oh, it's alright though, cause I'm gonna go. And then I do that, and I go type neutral, and I think my type neutrality actually just disappeared as soon as I hit this guy. So I don't think I'm gonna do that much damage. Oh, and I'm pretty sure he cancels. Oh my gosh. Oh, he didn't die. He's still not dead. Goku, come in here. Let's see what he can do. Oh, I saw that. I do it. Oh god. That's alright though. Goku doesn't live this at all. That's alright though. See, I have fusing Gogeta, and you know what? He's not that low HP. Paint. Oop. This is a strike clash. You tap it at the very top like that, and then you win. It's very simple. I just won the game. That was not a good match. That wasn't a good demonstration. Oh, fair enough. Alright. So this time I recorded gameplay first, and then I'm doing a voiceover, right? And obviously, you know, game reviewing, I'm gonna talk about my thought process, what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, because I'm gonna go. I'm gonna teach you how to PvP, how to do shit correctly. Now, this isn't the best match I've ever had, as you see as we go forward, but it's pretty damn good. So, anyways, let me go ahead and explain my first move in the beginning of this clip. Okay, I kill Goku Black here, which is the entire reason I started the match aggressively. As can be seen right here, I float to the left a little bit to see what he's gonna do, how he responds. He backs up. In this game, when you back up, you lose a little bit of your vanishing gauge. Gauge is what allows you to vanish attacks and dodge and stuff like that, right? So without that, you can't dodge. So I tapped the screen, I took advantage of it. When you move to side, you don't lose it unless you're really far away from the opponent. But I wasn't. I was really close. And then, yeah, a tackle was also kind of a risky move because it's very easy to get caught inside of a tackle. Like, if they use a blast before you tackle them, or if they use it mid tackle, or yeah, at the very beginning of it, it's very easy to get caught. So tackles are risky, but I'm gonna go. So it played out just fine, and it actually results in me killing one of his characters, which is why I started off the game so aggressively. In this upcoming clip, you're actually about to see what I'm talking about when I say you can easily get caught in a tackle. But as you see, he tackles a bunch, and it's really repetitive, so I know he's gonna tackle again. So I use a blast card, and it resulted in him getting hit, and an easy combo started. If you noticed during that entire time, every time he tackled, he swiped to the right. That is very, very important information to remember. He likes to swipe. People stick to habits, right? So him swiping, first of all, he did it 3 times, so I know damn well he's gonna do it again. I don't know when, but I know he is. Like he did right there. He just caught me in it. And it was a honest mistake. Even after I made a mental note of it, I was like, well, damn, he does that. I probably can use that against him later. I'll keep it in mind. But yeah, keep it in mind. Yes. That's Blast Armor right there. It allows you to go through blast cards. Very useful. Yes. But I expected him to tap the screen, attempt a tackle. So I thought I was going to catch him. But Rose gets Blast Armor on transformation, so I was also expecting him to do that. It was just my little gamble. It didn't pay off. He does it again. He does it again, as you saw right there. And then I thought he was going to do it again. So I used a strike card, and he used a strike card. So he obviously didn't do it again. But he's going to do it again, because I just saw him. So I'm like, all right. In my mind, I basically confirmed it, even though I already did earlier. Yeah, I need to keep that shit in mind. I have to catch them right there. It's a free combo, right? A really easy way to win. And then also he dropped, which is actually why Zamasu, I was able to vanish out of his combo, and that's why Zamasu was dead, because he overtapped. Yeah. He drops the combo right here. He switches to Zamasu, and he overtaps, which allows me to get a free kill on Zamasu, because overtapping, okay, so if you tap the screen three times to launch your enemy away, basically a guaranteed combo if you don't hit it, right? If they vanish out of it, you're fucked. If you tap twice and the enemy decides to wait for you to sideswipe, you're fucked. It's not a guaranteed combo, but it's pretty damn easy way to get a combo. And tapping once is a really easy way to not get comboed, because you can vanish immediately. Very easy, perfect vanish, pretty much. I guess a vanish in general. But as you're about to see, like I mentioned previously, Goku Black is actually one of those characters that nullifies endurance nullification. So, like I said, there's a surprising amount of characters that do that. So Gogeta's ability to nullify endurance isn't really, well, it's still very, very useful. Of course, don't let us get it wrong. But yeah. But anyways, as you can see, I am getting my shit cooked. But I don't let Gogeta die because he gets an ult, and because he likes to tackle and sideswipe.
Here goes! Yeah! Get out of here!
Unfortunately, I cannot end the video right there without explaining what the fuck just happened. So, whenever you sidestep, you risk being put in a combo or getting hit with a blue card or an ultimate card or a rising rush because that animation is going to take priority over your vanishing. So right here, mid combo or mid sidestep, I'm able to get him and start my combo and kill this beast Gohan. You're about to see another example. I dodge. I pull my green card. He sidesteps, and then boom, I'm able to hit him with a blue card. 2 down, and it's fairly simple from here. I switch to Vegeta for type advantage, and then I rush. And yeah, I won the game.
調子に乗るなよ。俺たちに不可能などあるものか。